What's up, group one? And if you chose this card, this is going to be a message for how your inner child shows up in relationships. And so basically, this is going to give you some insight on how you can allow your inner child to be seen and heard while in relationships. Okay. So if you chose the card number one from the Moonology deck from the short that I shared earlier today, then this is your message. So your inner child needs a time to breathe out. So this is the disseminating moon, okay? And so basically what this card talks about is needing some alone time. And that is okay in relationships. Honestly, a lot of times we try to force codependency in relationships. And that's just not what we need to be doing. And so taking this time to breathe out for yourself will allow you to connect with yourself. And I feel like that's what your inner child is really asking for, is a moment alone. So if you are in a relationship, or if this is like a friendship, this doesn't always have to just be intimate, but any relationship that you find yourself in and you feel like you are always showing up, you're always doing, you're always performing, you're always, right? And you're not really giving that energy to yourself, then this is a message for you to really take this time to breathe out. And so your inner child could need this for a multitude of reasons. So that's really what I want to get into. So with this time to breathe out, Spirit, can you let us know exactly? Can you let us know exactly what group one needs to know about this time? What is it that they need to gain? What is that they will be gaining from taking this time to breathe out? I feel like this group also like holds their breath for a really long time, or maybe you kind of make impulsive decisions. We have resilience and strength present here. And fertile new role. So yeah, this could also be like a job, a relationship with your job, um, or a role in someone's life. Okay. So again, if you are in this relationship, or this relationship requires a lot of your energy, right? That shows your resilience and strength. That shows your ability to show up, right? So you know that you can do it. But Spirit is really calling you. Your inner child is really calling you to give that to yourself, right? And when you start to take this time out to breathe, you'll start to develop this fertile new role. And this fertility in this role is the fact that you have arrived at your full authenticity. You know exactly what you bring to the table, so to speak. You know exactly what is I want to say, like, you know exactly what's almost expected of you in this relationship. And so allow yourself to really feel grounded in giving yourself this time. Allow yourself to feel abundant, right? Allow yourself to feel worthy, is what's coming through, worthy of this time, right? um yeah, this resilience and strength card is really sticking out to me too, because I feel like this group also is required to show up emotionally. um so this could be like, again, like I said in the beginning, codependent, right? So this resilience and strength is like, you have to stand up for yourself, okay? Your resilience and strength to show up for everybody else gives you that same power to do that for yourself. And so as you give yourself that strength, that love, that attention, okay, this will not only, this will make you stronger at the end of the day, right? And so if you see here, this is the desert card. And so typically when we think about desert energy, it's dry. You know, there's, people think that there's not that much vegetation or life living in the desert, when really there is. But the beauty in the vegetation and the things that live or that dwell among the desert, they understand how to um budget their energy, if that makes sense. They under, like, these plants, right? This is what I'm thinking about, plants, okay? So like when I think about like cacti, and when I think about um certain, desert plants, right? Like if you see that there's like trees and stuff still present here, these trees understand how much is required of their energy, right? So if you know, like for example, trees produce oxygen, right? These trees can't do overtime. These trees can't do overtime, because that will then take their energy. Okay? So they're so aware of the environment that they're in that they are even more protective of their role, right? And what they bring to that role. The bottom of the deck, we got love and healing. So yeah, like this time to breathe out is literally giving yourself that love. It's giving yourself that ability to receive healing, right? Divine healing, cosmic healing. Okay. I'm also seeing this group. If you haven't participated in like Reiki of some sort, but Reiki could be a really great modality to incorporate into your love and healing journey, right? As you take this time to breathe out, maybe this is through a Reiki session. Maybe this is through meditation, like some type of, because this resilience and strength is also giving me like movement, kind of. It's um, like I'm seeing like a salamander kind of like, run across the desert, right? So it's like this resilience and strength to be within this environment is because of they are aware of the environment, like I said. So like in that, and even in that, there's transformation. So like I'm seeing a lot of movement. I'm seeing like, yeah, things crawling and moving and kind of like scattering away, right? So yeah, give yourself that love and healing. You are worthy of it, group one. Let's pull some additional cards here. Additional messages needs to come through for group one. I said that transformation just flipped over. Wow. Okay. So yeah, there's some transformation happening, and it's gonna happen in this moment of taking this time to breathe. So whatever that looks like, healer. Yes. So yeah, that's the role, right? So you typically show up as, like I said, the emotional. What is it like? You help people through their emotions. Basically, you help people understand what they are going through, but you don't give yourself that same energy, right? You don't give yourself that same love and focus, right? So for your own sake, for your own transformation, you are being called to truly focus on your growth, right? Truly focus on this new role of giving to yourself. Focus on your strength and your resilience, and allow yourself to give yourself that. Okay, like this group is all about self, right? Which makes sense why you chose group one too, because the number one is ruled by the individual. It's ruled by self energy. It's the one person, right? So if you are allowing yourself this like in this transformative time, if you are allowing yourself to give and receive, right? Give to yourself, receive from the universe, receive from the divine, exactly what you need. So that way, this could, like I said, this group could also be tired of their jobs, like I said before. And so, you giving yourself this time to breathe out will give you another opportunity to know exactly what you are actually wanting to dedicate your energy to. Like, if you don't know what you want to dedicate your energy to, like, how can you manage your energy, right? How can you focus your resilience and strength, your intention? Like, how can you do that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing that. Definitely get out in nature for sure. Okay. Get some sun, get some daylight, move around. Transformation requires movement. So you have to you got to be willing to move, basically, right? And not just move your body, but move your mind, right? Shift your mind, transform your mind, transform your spirit. Like, all of these different things are connected. Like, it's making me think of the book The Three Brains, um and how like our gut, our actual brain, our gut, and our heart, how they're all connected. And in this connection, we are able to receive, right? We are able to check in with self. We are able to almost like give ourselves like a internal diagnostics test, right? To determine what are my energy levels, right? Where is the level of my root chakra? Where is the level of my sacral chakra, and so forth? Like, Where are my levels, right? Taking this time to breathe out will help you recognize where are my levels, so that way you can really focus on um managing them properly. This desert card is really like, maybe this is a vacation as well too. Okay, let's do some affirmations. Let's see what affirmations is coming through for group one. We have, ooh, look at me hitting the camera and stuff. We have wow, safe. I value the safety and security in my life. The keywords are protection, security, talisman, vulnerability, guarded. So this could also be that, you do not feel protected in this relationship. Does your inner child not feel safe in this relationship? And honestly, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Your inner child doesn't feel safe. And this it's like you have to recognize, what does safety and security actually looks like for you to make you safe, right? So knowing, it's just like this teddy bear. So the teddy bear is like, think about a child, right? The child takes the teddy bear, their favorite doll, their favorite action figure, dinosaur, whatever that was, right, for you, or a child in your life, right? They take it everywhere that they go because it makes them feel safe. It's a piece of security, it's a talisman of security, right? And even like thinking about like people who are grown adults and probably still have a teddy bear, like, they hide it because they don't want to be they don't want to be teased for valuing that as a talisman of safety, right? So for some it's crystals, for others it's the Bible, for others it's prayer, right? So what makes you feel safe? So what environment does your inner child need to feel safe in relationships? And that is what's key for this group. And taking this time to breathe out will give you that. It will give you that clarity that you need to ensure that you are making choices, that you are choosing the people, or even making sure that what you are attracting is actually in alignment to where you actually want to be. Okay? So yeah, that's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm seeing for group one. This energy felt very like calm and very like I don't know, like I felt called to just, this reading was very just calm, soothing type of vibe. I don't know, like, again, like I said, that time to breathe out can be very peaceful. So give yourself that, like, give yourself that. Find a guided meditation. Find a guided meditation that's going to allow you to really sit in this transformation, because you are transforming regardless if you see it or not. Okay, you may have been forced to take some time to breathe out. So, you might, yeah, I don't know, you might have got sick, a little something. I don't know. This resilience and strength card, like I said, is coming very strong. It's coming very strong. It's like a lot of strong Pluto vibes here. And Pluto did just go retrograde, but again, like, I'm not sure what Pluto is doing in relationships. I have to look at the charts. But what I do know for sure is that you have to give yourself that time, group one. Okay. So that is all I'm seeing for you. I want to thank your guides and my guides for coming together, for showing up. I want to thank my ancestors and my spiritual team for surrounding me in protection and love. I'm really so grateful for that. I'm grateful for you tuning in and watching this video. If it resonated, definitely let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. What's up, group two? Welcome to your reading. So this reading is focused on what your inner child needs in relationships. So this is basically going to be a in-depth energy reading on what your inner child really needs to be seen and heard while in relationships. So this doesn't have to be an actual, just a focus on an intimate relationship. This is all relationships. So if you chose the card number 2, then this message is for you. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I feel as though this group is actually looking for love. I feel this group is honestly not even really looking for love within others per se, but this is looking for love within self, or this is actually giving the self the love that you need. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so Venus being the planet of love, of harmony, of sensuality, of togetherness, right? Um, I feel like this group, your values are shifting for relationships because you have this relationship with your inner child. And I feel like I'm almost privy to the fact that you've already done some work, and heal the past. Heal the past flies off the deck. So yeah, this group two, you've already done some work. You've already tapped into what your inner child needs. Okay. And so now that you are aware, you are actively making those choices. You're actively setting those boundaries. That's what values are too. Values are essentially boundaries. They're almost like, I don't want to say standards, but for lack of better words right now, these standards that we have to, in a way, guide our life, guide our decision making, guide our choices. And so before, I feel like this group was definitely making some choices that was maybe rooted in fear. I have another card. Hidden Realms open. This flew far out of the deck. Yeah, prosperity lies ahead. So you've opened, yeah. This group is okay. Let's get into this energy group, okay? So yeah, you've already done some work, okay? And the work that you've done has led you to this space where you feel abundant. You feel worthy of what it is that you desire in your life. And so in doing so, this heal the past card is super loud. It's like you're at this moment, you're taking a look back and you're realizing, wow, like, wow, I went through that. I survived that. I conquered that. I transmuted that. I released that. Like it's like you're reflecting back on moments where you were in a different headspace, and now you can compare that to where you are now. And in that gratitude, you're like producing so much. You're producing a lot of blessings, okay? And when I say blessings, I'm not even just talking literally tangible, but like I said, like, it could be you looking for love, or you setting your intention for the relationships that you want in your life. And maybe the relationships that you have with prosperity, even feeling worthy of prosperity, that work, the work around that. And so in doing that work and you recognizing that gratitude for the experiences that you've had, you're now accessing a whole nother part of yourself, a whole nother part of this world. Bottom of the deck energy is, this is a rare opportunity. So this is an abundant vibe, okay? This vibe is giving abundance. This vibe is giving definitely abundant. It's giving, and I'll say this because this is what's coming through. If you don't take this opportunity, you will find yourself back in this cycle, especially if this is like new, right? If this energy is new for you, if the revelations that you've had so far feels new, feels like you finally arrived of some sort, to some degree, like aha moments. Yeah, I'm seeing the judgment card for the tarot. So yeah, definitely like aha moments, like this rebirth vibration is very proud of the work that has happened. So some of you have already taken the opportunity, to get this in order, this energy, this past life energy in order. You're finally recognizing that this has nothing to do with where you're going, but everything to do with where you are at. Okay. And so, and knowing that, you're giving yourself just so much grace. This group, I feel like this groups need to like treat themselves to something. We got the stormy card here. What's that stormy card energy about? I feel this is mental for some reason. 21. Yeah, this is feeling mental. This is almost feeling like conflicted. Like, oh, how can I be worthy of this beautiful, abundant future? And I've gone through all this stuff. What you mean? What do you mean? You know how many, like, think about all of the people who tell their success stories, right? How many success stories have we heard where the person has come from nothing? Good fortune. God bless it. Where the person literally comes from nothing. They come from this very stormy background. They come from this place where, they weren't seen. The child wasn't heard. They didn't see the best relationships in their life. They seen divorce. They saw domestic violence. They saw X, Y, and Z. They saw a single mother struggling. They saw all of the above, right? And it's like, if I'm a product of that, how can I be worthy of love? How can I be worthy of prosperity? How can I be worthy? Nobody gave that love to me. So how am I? That means I'm not worthy. And it's like, nah, baby, you got it twisted. You are so worthy. You are so abundant. You are so worthy. You are so abundant. And your inner child, like, it's showing you. Like, your inner child is literally showing you, like, we can let this go. Like, we're good. Like, we straight. Like, let's let this go and let's move over here. Fire. Okay, this is my fire child. This is the fire child card. This is the fire child reading for sure. So yeah, you may be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have like a lot of dominant fire energy in your natal chart. You may have a really active sacral chakra, so your creativity is like pumping, and you're like, how am I even, like, what makes me qualified? And it's like, because God called you. This is what I just heard. God called you. God said, "This is what I need you to do for me. This is the purpose. This is what's your life. This is your destiny." I'm seeing this as like an arrow. This is your destiny, right? You are worthy of love. You are worthy of good fortune. And once you tap into that, once you walk and access these hidden parts of you, it will be a joyous occasion. It would be so divine. It's gonna bring forth that security that you've been looking for, or that you may have been craving this whole time, right? Especially in relationships, like sometimes we seek relationships for the pure sense of like material and physical security, monetary security. When for some reason it seemed to be frowned upon to seek a partner who may have emotional maturity, right? Who's a little bit ahead spiritually than you and kind of show you the ropes type of thing. It's like people be wanting to come perfect, and it's like, honestly, you just need to come aware. You don't got to come perfect, just come aware. When you come to the relationship aware of what's going on, aware of what you've gone through, aware of this stormy energy, you know how to protect it. You know how to set boundaries. You know how to communicate. Hey, this doesn't actually sit right with me. This doesn't actually tickle my fancy. So, this is what I would prefer. Because sometimes, and a lot of times, we feel as though, because I feel like, this somebody's third chakra is like pow right there. But a lot of times it's as if people feel like people are like almost need to read their minds, that they've like set a boundary, or that they have, changed of some sort. And it's like, no, you gotta show up different. You gotta come different if you are indeed changed, transformed, if you will, right? And so there are certain things that you cannot allow from people. You cannot accept in relationships, because you are now aware. You are now aware. You've done all the work. Like, and not even just, you've started the work. You've begun the work. and you are worthy of someone who's aware, and someone else who's aware also, and also someone else who is um willing to nurture your journey in awareness. Like, relationships are, and the thing is, people think that it's a matter of if your inner child will be triggered in relationships, and it's truly a matter of when your inner child will be triggered in a relationship. And when your inner child is triggered in a relationship, rather that be fear of abandonment, fear of missing out, fear of uh, feeling small, feeling like you are hidden, right? All of these very low vibrational experiences that a lot of children, a lot of us adult children have experienced in our lives, and we hold on to that. We grip onto it as if it's a fact, as if it's a truth, when really it's just an experience. And when we release it, when we let it go, we recognize, like, oh shit, you don't say. All right, let's get an affirmation for group 2. What is the affirmation that's going to support this inner child in relationships? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness, everything's falling. So I'm going to just show you guys. There we go. The 3 affirmations that flipped over as they flew out. You got first house. I acknowledge my truth. Beginnings, body, identity, appearance, Aries energy. So, and we did say fire. So, yep, Aries energy is up in here, very much present. Okay. We have the love card here. I am worthy of love just as I am. What did I say? Okay. Attachment, warmth, intimacy, compassion, relationship. So, again, like I said, you do not have to settle for the okie doke, boo boo. Okay. Do not settle for the okie doke. And let me show y'all. Remember, I pulled that up. Okay. Intuition. I trust what I sense. Instinct, gut, spirituality, hidden gift, suspicion. Okay. So these are your affirmations, group 2. Okay. So don't settle because of what you went through in the past. Do not settle. Okay. Do not settle. Okay. You are worthy, so very much worthy for the love, just as you are in this very present moment, the healed version of yourself. The healed version of yourself. Acknowledge your truths, create boundaries, protect yourself, okay? But trust and believe your discernment is going to have to be so present, okay? That's why I wanted to pull this amethyst forward, because your discernment got to be top tier. Top tier. Top tier discernment will make sure that you do not make past mistakes. Okay, so prosperity lies ahead for you, group 2. If this message resonated, definitely let me know in the comments. Give this message a thumbs up. I want to thank you and your spirit guides and my spirit guides and angels and ancestors for surrounding us in protection and love. If you want to know any information about the decks that I'm using here, or if you want to know where to follow me and all that stuff, make sure you check out the description box below, because I will tell you everything you need to know and where you need to go. What's up, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile or this card here, then that means that you will want to know exactly what your inner child needs in relationships, what your inner child needs to be seen and heard in relationships. So without further ado, let's get into this card. Okay, you have Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon. So there's a lot of releasing happening with this group. There's a lot of letting go. Connection with the Divine Feminine. I feel like this group, has, there is some, like heavy energy here that I'm picking up on. We got the Harvest and Soul card here. Yeah, okay. This group, I'm really feeling like this. There's this like heavy heart chakra vibe I'm feeling. I'm feeling it in my chest. There's this like heavy emotional, like it almost feels like, yeah, it's not even almost. It is indeed sadness. Okay. And so that's this full moon, baby, this full moon that's coming up, that's approaching, let that go. Whatever pain, heartache, sadness that you are holding on to, let that go. Because when we harbor our emotions and feelings, that is literally the, like, literally what did I say? Harvest our energies, harvest our emotions. We literally, like, we hold on to them. We literally hold on to them, grabbing them, right? That indeed that's the same energy that indeed will become the same thing that we sow into ourselves. So if you are holding on to this pain, especially in the heart chakra, that is also what you are sowing in yourself, pain. Let's get another card. Move and adapt. Okay. Change. Period. Change. I feel like I said this in a previous reading. Let me know in the comments if you watched it and you heard it. But there is a quote by Jennifer Lewis. And she says, if you sit in shit too long, you stop smelling it. And she said, come the F up out of there. Come the F up out of there. Okay? Like I said, if you harvest that energy, if you literally hold that energy in your body, in your physical body, that is what you will begin to sow into yourself. And so in order to stop doing that, your inner child is saying, let it go, right? So in relationships, because you've gone through a lot of whatever caused this pain, this energy that I'm picking up on, okay? It's almost, it feels irritated. Like you just like irritated with everybody, okay? You irritated with all of the people that you've dated in the past. You're irritated with all the relationships that you see kind of prospering. You just pissed off at everything. And it's like, why? Because you haven't let go, because you haven't moved, because you haven't adapted to this new area in which you are dwelling on the past. You are wishing what it was instead of moving forward. And your inner child is like, we tired of that. We're tired of that. We want to let go. We want to find love. Yes. We want to be in healthy relationships. Yes. But it almost feels impossible. And when you release, you open new doorways. So this sunrise, sunset card talks about the transitions and the phases that we experience on a day-to-day basis, right? How we experience cycles in every part of our life. And so when one door closes, another door opens, right? And so in relationships, you have to have the same mentality. In relationships, you have to see the fact that when things don't work out with one person, or maybe, like I said, this doesn't always have to be an intimate relationship. This could be a relationship with a family member, with a parent, with a sibling of some sort. This could be a relationship with money. I'm seeing that very clearly. Okay, a relationship with yourself, ultimately too. So you got to recognize, when you close one chapter of yourself, another chapter of yourself begins. When you close one door, boom. So this is a cycle again here. This harvest and sow. When you harvest, you are meant to sow, right? Your harvest produces seeds for you to sow. So if you are only holding on to the shit that didn't fruit for you, how do you expect to sow like seeds that will? Like that the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. And so you have to recognize what is in your heart. What is causing me to feel blockage in love? What is causing me to feel like I am not worthy of relationships, or maybe my relationships, people don't like me, or whatever it is that you're feeling or holding on to, whatever pain it is that's trapped in your heart, release it. Let it go, especially with this full moon coming up. Because and especially right now, we're in eclipse season. And so things are definitely feeling more grandeur, like more avant-garde than that it may have felt before. So a lot of these emotions and feelings may be coming back to the surface that you have probably put off for a long time. And so you're like, oh my God, why am I back in this low vibrational space again? Why am I back feeling depressed? Why am I back feeling unmotivated? And it is because your heart chakra needs some healing. Your heart chakra needs some opening and balancing. And there needs to be some more harmonious, some more give and take within your life, within yourself. Any additional messages that needs to come through for group 3? Boundaries. Okay, so maybe you're taking more than you like. I feel like in relationships, this group, and I'm gonna keep it 100,000% actual factual. A lot of you will accept things in relationships, intimate relationships, that you would not accept in friendships, and that is not cool. Okay? You want to be able to operate in love across the board. You want to be able to operate in love, even if it means reinforcing your boundaries and telling others no, telling others that it's a wrap, breaking things off. This is a group that maybe tend to want to fix things and tinker and, instead of moving on and adapting to something that is new and more in alignment to what it is that you actually are looking for or looking to experience in relationships in your life. And so your inner child is begging, literally. It's like hand in knee, pleading, like, can we please go? Like, I'm literally like, I'm seeing a child who's like just crying, like sobbing, like, please just, like, it really breaks my heart. But it literally, it's like, please take me away from here. Like, I want to go. Like, don't let me go back over there. Like, that is what I'm seeing. So if your inner child feels you've been neglecting yourself in relationships and what you desire, let that go. Meditate. So that may be a thing. You may not have any clarity around. Back in the day, we got fire. So, okay, I want you to look at reading 2, for real, card number 2. There may be a message in there for you as well, because they also got this back of the deck, fire card. But this meditate card, at least, is really a call to action. It's saying that if you feel unclear about how to move forward, about how to move on, start here. And I would even say you probably need to watch all 3. After you watch this one, go back and watch 1 and 2, because there's definitely messages in there for you for this. Like, you have to move on, because in this meditation process, in this getting connected with yourself, you're then allowing more clarity to come through and support your transformation and support the forward movement. Literally support the forward movement. But if you don't, this is going to keep cycling over and over and over again, and you're not going to want to deal with that. Okay? So what affirmations is needed for this inner child to be seen and heard in relationships? Let's see. Transform. You're evolving. It's time to let things go. It's time to transmute, rebuild yourself, okay? At every stage I am present. At every stage I am present. And that, like I was saying, yes, I was just talking about that. Like, pull yourself back from your past experiences, because that's what you're holding in your heart right now. You're literally holding on to the past pain, the past hurt, the past rejection, the past whatever, right? I don't know why this frog is making me think of a tadpole. But even thinking of a tadpole, it's making me, I want to say like there's more fish in the sea. And then we also have the love. I am worthy of love just as I am. Attachment, worth, intimacy, compassion, relationship. So, yeah, so give yourself compassion. This relationship that you are building is with yourself, period. This relationship that you are rebuilding is with yourself. How to see your inner child in this relationship is not neglecting the fact that where you were was where you were and where you are is where you are, and just allowing yourself to be in the present moment. And the best way to connect with the present self is through meditation. It's through meditation. So surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. Allow yourself to receive healing. Allow yourself to transform, to flow through every part of this process as you move and adapt through this, through your healing, going through your heart chakra. I love that this heart has the fingerprints on it, because even in that, that just tells that this is like connecting you to your roots, like ancestral work coming through. So maybe creating an ancestral altar if you don't have one. If you do have one, maybe there's time to clean it, revive it. Flowers, fruits, candles, cognac, whatever. Like, what your ancestors need. So, and honestly, you can just do some water and a tea candle, and that will suffice if that's all you have. But every stage that you are there, every stage that you find yourself, pull yourself completely there. Guide yourself completely there. Okay? Affirm yourself, affirm your love, affirm your transformation. Okay? Please watch readings 1 and 2, because okay, group 3 needed all 3. Group 3 needed all 3. And yes, I wish you the very, very best of, and I don't want to say I wish you the very best of luck, because you're blessed, okay? So in your blessings, walk in it, walk in your power, walk in your divine healing, and all will begin to be clear to you. All will begin to transmute for you, and things will become more and more and more and more and more divine. Don't forget to reinforce those boundaries, or set boundaries if you don't have them. But this is all I'm seeing for you, group 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonates, definitely give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section. If you are new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you want to know what cards I'm using, how to follow me, all those things, definitely check out the description box below, because that will tell you everything that you need to know and where you need to go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.